This is a sight that we are all horrified of, but this is a sight that keeps one glued, and it's repetitive, and it happens every other day as we speak. There is no end to drunken driving cases in the country.
Very true, Shwetaji. The number of deaths due to drunken driving and road accidents far exceeds more than 4 times the number of murders that we have in the country. This is a horrific state of affairs, and these and other such images will continue to haunt us for many, many, many weeks and months together. Shweta died, Sandhya died before her time, and Arbaz is struggling for his life in the hospital. But I feel sorry that Sandhya, just 30 years old, died before her time. Under these circumstances, you see there are horrible fault lines in the response of the police. Firstly, the FIR, a delay of 6 hours, and that too in the IT capital of the country. Certainly, we could have done much, much more than that. Then the question of the FIR, where was the need to go and get a public witness for that? Agreed that Sandhya was in a critical position. She was in no position to lodge an FIR. What prevented you from lodging the FIR suo moto? What prevented? And the 3 Ps that are very essential in such cases is professionalism, promptness, and people's support. The manner in which you went about, when I say you, I mean the local police, went about going, begging, requesting the people for support in the first place. Shwetaji, it was the people who apprehended Dhanush. The police cannot claim the credit for that. But the only good thing, the silver lining in an otherwise very dark cloud, is that they were able to do the blood test and get the incriminating alcohol levels in good time. Otherwise, things would have been very different. And then registering the case under the new law, Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 106 subsection 2 also has the maximum penalty of 10 years and fine. I do hope it is not culpable homicide, not amounting to murder. You can have more charges, because the manner in which Sandhya died and Arbaz is struggling for his life, I think you need to invoke the more strict and more stringent provisions of law, so that if today Dhanush is in judicial custody, let him not come out after a lapse of 14 days. He should be behind bars for some time. And I would say that all the charges and the evidence that need to be recorded must be done so now. The technical examination of the Mercedes should also be taken, and also have fail-proof and foolproof evidence, so that he does not get any advantage or any bail or any relief from any court.
All right, and at least the accused is over the age of 18, so he will not get away with writing an essay this time around. The problem here, Dr. Singh, is that I think despite all the stringent measures and the changes in the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, there seems to be very little deterrent for young people, especially people who have access and who have power, from mowing down commoners. Now, this is, as you can see on your screens right now, that's the condition of the Mercedes when it was caught. And there are similar such cases that we are showing to our viewers right now of repeated instances where people who have the power and the access think they can do what they want and get away with it. My question really is, if you really want to change the system, what essentially should happen today? Because as I was discussing this story with a colleague of mine, I think it's also important to bring about some sort of educational, remedy to it, not just a punishment as a deterrent, but some sort of educational remedy wherein young people from a very young age are taught how to comply with law, because I think that is missing from our curriculum right now.
Very true. You have hit the nail on the head, Shwetaji, in the sense that education not only of the people, and that too from the childhood. There were traffic parks earlier. You may recall that when you were a child, you were taken by the police to traffic parks, shown the basic rudiments of traffic signals, how to cross a road, how to help a person who is physically challenged, and other such basic rudiments of traffic respect and traffic management. Then we also not only have to educate the people, we have to educate the police also, how to be very professional, proactive, and what are the ingredients of good investigation, what are the ingredients of scientific aids to investigation, especially when you encounter a super and a very well entitled brat, as in this case, Dhanush. And the matter you referred to was the Pune boy who just had to write an essay and be just sent into the juvenile shelter home. That, of course, is condoning something akin to murder. That should never have happened. One should have indeed taken the recourse. And you may also remember that in the Pune case, all the entire system was there to help the accused, whether it was getting pizzas at midnight, it was getting him some kind of a absolutely loose escape route, write an essay. and be in the juvenile shelter home. All the entire system facilitated an easy passage and access to the accused. Why? The system was supposed to be on the side of the victim and not on the side of the accused. Not putting the cart before the horse. The police have to be trained. The people will also have to be trained. Yes, 4 times the numbers of murders if they're dying in drunken driving and road accidents. That's a tragedy that is best averted, contained, and controlled, Shwetaji.